Shalom. Shalom, Yasharallah. Before this starts, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, the only one certified to teach the 100% truth of the Bible, whether you can receive it or not, the pillars of Israel. Okay? It's like it. I want to give a sincere shalom to all the Akim out there pushing out this truth and pushing out this word in truth and sincerity, Salakia. And a sincere shalom to the Akwath out there who are learning in silence. All right. And today I was just thinking about how I don't know if it's gonna be a long one or not, but I was just thinking about how it is a common thing that our people, not even just our people, but the entire world has this belief that free will is a thing. You know, whenever we try to bring them scriptures and let them know what is happening, you know, free will was never anything. If free will flies in the face of prophecy, because prophecy says this is going to happen, this is who's going to do it. All right. And in order for prophecy to be able to exist, it has to be done by the one who is in control. And that is Yahweh. All right. There is no, you have a choice in this thing. All right. I just want to start off with Proverbs 16, the preparations of the heart. Again, I always go into this. The heart, this word heart means lab in the Paleo Hebrew. And that word means the heart, the mind. Slakia. All right. It means your thoughts, your inner man, your conscience. Okay. So the preparations, the beginning of even forming thoughts, and the answer, the question that you have and the answer that you receive. All right. That's what this is going into. Proverbs 16:1. The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from Yahweh, the Lord. All right. So again, every possible thing that you could conceive. People have this major misconstraint that, not everybody's going to do what they want to do, you know. The righteous are going to be righteous because that's who they are. To a degree, that is the case, but it's also how they were made. All right? It's the same thing for the wicked, okay? That's why in verse 4, it says, Yahweh had made all things for himself. Immediately, right then and there. He's made everything himself. Everything that we have, whether alive or not alive, is all for the glory of Yahweh. It's all up to him. So you continue on. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So there you go. That doesn't sound like free will to me. You made the wicked for the day of evil, so they don't have a choice to go ahead and do whatever they want to do. Exactly my point. So when it comes to these people that are listening, man, they have this notion, this belief that they're outside of this, and that's not the case. Where is it? Yeah, Isaiah 14:27. This is what I was looking for. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm going to start out at verse 26. This is the boom, never mind. I'm going to start at verse 25. That's perfect. That I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon the mountains tread him under my foot. All right? So again, the Lord's saying, these people, I'm finna break them. That doesn't sound like they have a choice in whether it happens or not. Okay? The scriptures are plain with free will is not a thing. All right. It is not of your own choice, your own volition. None of that shit exists. You have a lot and you carry it out. The Lord made you with a purpose. All right. That's why the scriptures say, shall a pot, hold on, let me go ahead and get that too. Shall a pot say to the potter, Isaiah 45:9, woe to him that striveth against his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherd of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, What makest thou, or thy work? He hath no hands. All right, hold on, let me go ahead and get the whole, I don't want the Bible book list, just give me the whole thing. It's like a, why does it do that? Just give me the KJV, that's it. Well, yeah, that was the point. Never mind. We can go ahead and keep reading. Salakia. Woe unto him that saith unto his father, What begettest thou? Or to the woman, What hast thou brought forth? So basically, the Lord's saying, who are you to actually question me and what I do and how I do it? And all right? And it's going to be a problem if you do question me for how I do it. All right? You don't play with the Lord like that. It's like it. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, and his maker, ask me of things to come concerning my sons. So concerning Israel and concerning the work of my hands, command you me. So just ask me what I'm finna do. I have made the earth and created man upon it. I, even my hands, have stretched out the heavens, and all their host I have commanded. So everything that has to do with how man was created and how he wanted his people to move and everything. It's like him. All their hosts I have commanded. That doesn't sound like anybody's outside of the Lord's jurisdiction. All right. I have raised him up in righteousness, and I will direct all his ways. He shall build my city, and he shall let go my captives, not for price nor reward, saith Yahweh of hosts. All right. Again, in no way is this going to be, it's like if you were to draw a picture, and then you draw a picture of a character throwing a rock, as if that character is all of a sudden just gonna, man, I don't want to throw this rock. It's not of that. That's exactly how the Lord made us. There is no free will. That's exactly what, because you get to a point, and I love how Brother Nahoya brought this out. You get to realize the Lord didn't create reality. He is reality. You exist basically within his own thoughts. You are not what you have always thought you were, because you are not in tune to what he has allowed you to be. All right? So when you're over, that's what this truth offers, which is the clarity, wisdom, and understanding. All right? And that's the reason why all these other people are confused. That's why they can't accept the Lord, because they have these notions. They're drunk off the wines of the world. All right? But this baptism washes us of all that shit, man. We don't buy into it. And that's what the baptism means. It don't mean no, it's not literal physical water as the Christians think it is. All right, that's some bullshit. The baptism is the washing of the word, the Holy Spirit actually cleaning you up of how you think. That's washing away the scriptures are written, they're not, what's the word? It's written in parabolic speech. And it tells you that in Matthew 10. And 13, or 13 and 10. What was that? Isaiah 14, yeah. Matthew 13 and 10. And then the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. All right. Not everybody's going to get this, but they're going to really believe that it's about whatever they want to believe it about, that they have a choice in this thing. Currently, as whoever's listening to this video, even me, speaking as I am right now, the Lord had me speak like this. He had me wear the outfit that I'm currently wearing like this. He had it written that I was going to use this specific phone, have the specific phone carrier, this specific place where I stay and all of that. You, in your situation, every last bit of it. It's effortless perfection in effect. All right? But I want to go back to Isaiah 14 real quick. Okay? So let me go back down. Let me keep reading. I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him under his foot. Then shall yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart off their shoulders. The Lord is literally writing out how it's going to go, and then it happens. All right? This is the purpose that is purposed on the whole earth, and this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. All right? When you're controlling stuff, it's by, when people, what's it called? There's a saying. When you're doing something and you get caught, what is it? You red-handed. When you caught you red-handed, it was the blood's on your hands. And it's always a metaphor for this was because of your control. This is at the control of the Lord. He stretched his hands over all nations. He's the one controlling all of this. All right? For the Lord of hosts, Yahweh of hosts hath purposed, and who shall disannul it? Who? Let's go into that word disannul. All right? Disannul, to declare invalid or cancel. Ooh, that's fire. Who shall disannul it? Who is going to tell the Lord, hey, this ain't right. Stop this. No. Hey, Yahweh, don't do that. Who's going to do that? Nobody. So the scriptures were here long before any of us. That's why the scriptures say these things these things were written in our aforetime for our learning. All right? These people don't know these scriptures. They don't have the proper understanding. That's why they go off on a whole bunch of vain visions. That's why they don't have any clarity. That's why when Jacob's trouble comes, the scriptures say that they're going to be groping along the wall. They're going to be blind. All right? But wisdom, once again, maketh the man's face to shine. In Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and the strength of their salvation. The understanding of this, the fact that we have the ability to receive this is the fact that, is the reason why we're going to have any bit of clarity and understanding and peace amongst all of this. Because we're here like, hey, man, we finna go home. I ain't got no worry about nothing. Everybody here is panicking about what's going on with Trump, panicking about World War, panicking about not having food, panicking about not being able to pay bills, panicking about not having work, everybody's panicking about shit, bro. But the true worshipers of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, not worried about shit. We see it, we're working on it, but we understand that it's of the will of the Lord. It's not of our own control. If the Lord wants us to have it, we'll have it. If not, we won't have it. And that's cool. That's the only thing that we are worried about. All right? Let me finish this verse. For the Lord of hosts has purposed it, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? Again, he's the one that's controlling this whole situation. Hey, let me get this in. I was still in. Let me go. Yeah, let me get this in the Proverbs 16 right before I forget in the NLT. We can make our own plans, but the Lord gives the right answer. People may be pure in their own eyes, but the Lord examines their motives. Commit to your actions to the Lord, and your plans will succeed. The Lord has made everything for his own purposes, even the wicked for a day of disaster. Okay? Let me go ahead and jump down to verse 9. We can make our own plans, but the Lord determines our steps. Yet again, it ain't of us. Every single time that you have woken up and you're like, oh, I'm going to do this, and it don't happen, guess what? You mean to tell me, oh, I had a plan to do this, and then I changed my plan against my own will to not do the thing I wanted to do? That shit don't make no sense. The Lord said, no, you're not going to do that. This is going to be another day of you being lazy. This is going to be another day of you not doing what you wanted to do. This is going to be another day of you failing. This is going to be another day where you're going to have to learn, hey, it's me, not you. All right? This is all for the Lord's pleasure, man. He does this the way that he wants to. And it's his pleasure to teach us. He's showing us, hey, we get to experience everything. And in order to really appreciate it, in order to really appreciate righteousness, we have to understand wickedness. And that's the whole purpose of us being in this situation that we're in. All right? There's nothing about any of this that was of our own volition. The Lord had a point to prove, and he's using us to do so. It feels real to us because he wants us to have that first person understanding. Just like a character in a movie. We're characters in a movie, really. That's what it is. Israel is the main star. You got the heathen nations that are just background characters, like the people that are running away in crowds or whatnot, or the individual character that may show up and help me, I need this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, they're gone. Now it's back to main two characters are the hero and the villain, Jacob and Esau. They not writing the movie. They just acting out the Lord's plan. This is before they were even born. The Lord told Jacob's mother, there's two twins, two nations inside of your womb. Was that their choice? Was that her choice? No, it was the Lord's. He was the one that went ahead and put it that way so that it could be this way. All right? Let me go ahead and get that. Just to prove the point, two nations. Genesis 25 and 23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. This is exactly what's going to happen. This is what is it, Revelation 3? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Talking about Esau, Edom. Isaiah 14. No, not Isaiah. Wait, is it Isaiah? I think it is Isaiah 14. Yeah, Isaiah 14 and 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Same thing, the elder shall serve the younger. That's also talking about the heathen nations, all those that have oppressed us. Again, the Lord is giving us the blueprint before we actually get to the scene. All right? It's like the Lord is giving us a road trip, and he's telling us about certain landmarks that are happening. That's what prophecy is. And then we go on the drive and we see all the details of everything that's in between those prophecies. That's exactly what happens. We didn't went over here. We made sure that this was already. No, you are just along for the ride. All right. You got to get that shit out of your head that you have some control, that you have any bit of this is you. It ain't you. It never was you. Again, the scriptures clearly say back in Genesis 25 in 23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. How would she possibly know that, man? It's not of anyone else's decision. And it's really all it is just Esau doing everything he possibly can to take power away from the Lord. And again, even in that, the Lord made him do that so that he could prove a point. No matter how bad it gets, I can handle it because I'm the one that put it here in the first place. That's what it was saying in Proverbs 16 and 4, that he had created the wicked for the day of let me just get it again. Proverbs 16 and 4. The Lord had made all things for himself, yet even the wicked for the day of evil, man. This is the Lord proving his point. Rely on him. Trust on him. You ain't losing. There's no version of this where Esau gets out on top. There's no version. He's made to think that. All right? What's that? Am I thinking of, what is it? Is it Revelation 10? No. No, not that one. I think it may be Sirach 10. Oh, no. Salakia, bear with me for a moment. There was a very specific scripture that I wanted to bring out about everything that has to deal with Esau when it comes to which one am I thinking of? All right, well. No, there it is. There we go. It's 2nd Esdras 13 and 10. So this yet another prophecy. It's not one of the biggest ones, but it's gonna be one of the best ones to watch. Lord willing, hey, we in that skybox being beamed up in the chariot watching. All right, some are gonna have to be on the earth dealing, hey, the Lord's gonna meet you to your face about this. All right. I believe it says that in Deuteronomy 7. All right. But for Esau, this is the end game for Esau right here. Before we get into before the kingdom gets fully established. All right. Verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, they were gathered together. This is based off of Revelation 12, by the way. Let me go ahead and get that. Salakia. So this is another prophecy that's finna happen. And there was a war in heaven, verse 7. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. The dragon is going into the beast system of America. All right? That's Esau, Edom, and all his devices. Every last weapon that he's got. And he's forcing everybody that's on the earth, all their militaries and whatnot. Everybody's going to be all like, damn, we got to fight this dude. All right? That's what's going to happen. And this is what the Lord has to say about it. Okay? And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Again, the Lord has made the wicked for the day of evil. And he's showing you, guess what? Even then, they're still not going to win. I'm showing you everything that's happening all the way from the beginning of when we started this, man. Before we were, the Isaiah 45 says, roughly paraphrasing in the NLT, that he had chosen us and loves us since before we were even born. How do you do that? How do you do that, man? It was all within his control. There's no part of this that's, we didn't do anything special to deserve the Lord's love. It was the fact that he chose us. He chose us, man. He specifically made it this way so it could be this way. It ain't nobody else's. Nothing. And again, verse 8, and prevailed not, and neither was their place found any more in heaven. All right? So let's go back to 2 Esdras 13. This is talking about this exact moment. And after this I beheld, verse 8, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. Yo, they were tweaking. They're like, bro, what is that? They gonna see the chariots of the Lord, so-called UFOs, that Esau is constantly trying to make people think is little green men and whatnot. That's not that. All right. Those are the chariots of the Lord. All right. Those are there's old Bibles. I'm gonna see if I can find one. If I can, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I'm gonna edit it in.
Old, and I don't want to ruin it. Yeah, there's a UFO in here. I just wanted to say, an America destroyed forever. Do you see this? New Jerusalem with UFOs. This is y'all book. This is the Hebrew Israelite. The Dragon of the Pope. The deceit of the, like, come on, y'all. I know plenty of people of all races that are, good people. Like, and yeah, so I got this. Someone gave it to me, and it's in my collection now. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I'm a Trinitarian Christian, a true, original, foundational Christian from the earliest church fathers. So I found this interesting, and I just wanted to share it with y'all.
There's old Bibles that show that there are old Bibles with pictures in it to help illustrate it way back in the day, so that people could really understand what everything was. It was properly broken down at one point, and then we lost it, okay? But it shows you that those chariots that the scriptures are talking about are UFOs, man. The so-called UFOs that Esau Edom is putting out there. They're going to see those. They're going to cover the whole sky. That's why the scriptures say every eye shall see. Nobody's going to be able to escape this. The whole world going to look and see this. And they're going to be terrified. And they still going to fight. All right? And lo, verse 9, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, this is talking about Yahushua, all right? This is talking about how he's going to react in this situation. And lo, he saw the violence of the multitude, all those on the earth that were coming back to, that are being pressured by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, with all them nukes and whatnot and all them weapons and shit. They all want to, shit, I'm scared, but I got to fight anyway. They gonna have, that's what the previous verse is talking about. They were gathered together to subdue him. They were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. And lo, he saw the violence of the multitude that came, and neither lifted up his hand, nor his sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. The Lord is showing you, this is what Esau Edom's end is, and all the heathen nations, bro. If you want to go ahead and continue to say, oh, free will is a thing, you are missing the key fundamentals to being a humble and meek servant of the Lord that truly wants to actually cling onto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You're ignoring the most basic fundamental steps in order to avoiding this. That's what that is. Okay? This is what's coming down. Oh, and Salakia, guess who's getting caught in the crossfire? The 2/3. All right? Only the elect is going to get beamed up. That's what Judges 5:11 is talking about. Getting delivered from the noises of the archers. That noise is the explosions, and those archers are the what's it called? The intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right? Because you got to remember, the prophets, they got these visions from the Lord. They didn't have words for missiles and whatnot. They didn't have tactical army names like that. all in English and whatnot. They were still speaking Hebrew or Greek or Latin in that time, because those are the only three languages that the whole Bible was written in: the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, and the New Testament. It was written in the Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. That's it. All right. So they didn't have no English. So the best that they had to describe it was with arrows. And then when the translations came in, that's when they went. Esau Edom went ahead and switched all these things up. Like it tells you in Job 9:24, he covered up the faces of the judges thereof, and those judges are going into Yahushua and the angels. All right, the righteous ones, and even us by casting out our own by making us forget who we were through the transatlantic slave trade, throughout really all the slave trades of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, West Indians, and Native Americans and Haitians of the world. All right, we're the ones that we lost our entire heritage over that. Nobody else on the earth has suffered as much as the Israelites. It's the whole point. They needed to suffer now in order to understand, oh, this ain't of me, it's of the Lord. But some people haven't learned that lesson, and those are the ones that are gonna get put down by thermonuclear missiles. Slakia. That energy is up right now. All right? But listen. Verse 11, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, which fell with violence upon the multitude, which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one. So that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude was nothing to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Yo, at what point do you think anybody had any bit of control? This is still written before it's going to happen. Scripture's already talking about a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Was that Sirach? Yeah, second Esdras 15 and 17. What's this? Yeah, 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right? Yeah, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and to spoil their goods because of the lack of bread for a great tribulation. Yo, this is going into Jacob's trouble, man. Sedition against man. Sedition of man, Salakia. Okay? Hey. If y'all can't get it now while the Lord's mercy is out, what you think is going to happen when his mercy is no longer on the earth? Judgment, man. Perfect. Verse 24 in the same chapter. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children from the power, defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. Listening to the prophets that the Lord has sent. The Lord always sends his prophets whenever he's about to smack the earth, bro. Every single time. Every single time. With Moses, with Moses in Egypt, Noah in the ark, Sodom and Gomorrah, why am I blinking? You get the point. Prophets were always out here, hey, stop what you're doing, beg for forgiveness from the Lord, and continue to do righteousness. That's your best chance. But a lot of y'all just want to continue. Nah, man, I'm doing my own thing. All right. I guess you must be one of the wicked that the Lord specifically made for the evil day, like we just read in Proverbs 16:4. Now, if you don't want that to be you, this will be an easy-ass thing for you to go ahead and just ignore, and not ignore, but to change it, to change your ways. All right, because the scriptures already talk about how the elect are going to be able to have quick understanding. All right. Yeah, Isaiah 11. I'm going to start at 1. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch to grow out of his roots. And the spirit of Yahweh shall rest upon him, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. This is going into how the elect are finna move in this, man. In no way, shape, or form are they going to go ahead and just be focused on what fleshly desires. Because to put on, therefore, as the elect, Colossians 3:12, good Lord. Put on, therefore, as the elect of God, holy, beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, forgiving one another, if you have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, also do ye. And put on these things, charity, which is the bond of perfectness. Let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to the which are also called in one body, be ye thankful. Okay? Let the word of Hamashiach dwell within you richly in all wisdom. So let this truth dwell within you. This truth is going into Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the one who died for us to be able to have a chance in it. Everything of how he walked, what he said, the fact that he himself didn't come here in his own will. He said that. I come not in my own will, but of the one that sent me. He's the ultimate guide on what we need to be doing. And if you're not following in his way, then you just the wicked, bro. Because the elect are going to be moving like him. Hey. It's simple. Either you got it or you don't. But it ain't you that's got it. It's what the Lord gave you. Either the Lord gave you the ability to hear this and be like, you know what? Yeah. Or not. But yeah. Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect out there. Shalom to you all.